Well, we love food here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and especially when it comes to last-minute entertaining, it doesn't have to be stressful. We're about to show you how to turn a tub of hummus into a delightful health, in fact, inspired appetizer, and your guests will love it. And this is all thanks to the elite taste, elite quality, and elite texture of Clover Elite cheese. Now, Ryle, we are about to make a serving platter that is like no other.
It is like no other.
Taking it that next step.
It is, and the ingredients are so fresh. I heard you just craving and going crazy about it, and I am too, because one of the heroes as well is also chickpeas, which is such a complete bean. It's a meat-free alternative. It's got a great source of carbs, of fat, and of protein as well. So we're going to go ahead and get our cooking on with this. So starting off with some oil, I've got the pan on hot already. So we're kind of just going to essentially not, I wouldn't say roast these up, but kind of get a bit of a roasting on these, because it's just going to absorb some of that flavor and really combine so nicely with the rest of this dish. So oil's in the pan. We're going to start off by actually putting some of our spice into the pan first. So we're not going to start with the chickpeas, but instead I've got this, I think that's paprika actually.
Paprika,
so
yum, yum.
In there.
So while you're doing that,
yeah,
while you're busy getting our chickpeas roasted and all flavored up, I'm going to start off by creaming our feta. Now, we are using our Clover Elite cheese, which is perfectly crafted due to the 5-step crafting process to bring you cheese that is superior in quality, taste, and texture. I'm using 2 of our Clover Elite feta. Now, you can use the plain, the herb, or even the black pepper flavor of the Clover Elite feta cheeses in this recipe. We've gone for plain. I'm also going to add some plain cream cheese to this recipe, a little bit of lemon zest and some milk just to loosen it up.
Looks good, and it's looking even better on my side too. I've just put my chickpeas into the pan. You can hear it sizzling up, getting all that flavor absorbed as well. So as I mentioned earlier, I put salt and pepper, oil, and some of the paprika in first, and then I put the chickpeas in afterwards once the pan was nice and hot. And you don't really want to go too crazy on this, but you kind of just want to end up with a nice sort of, I wouldn't say charred, but somewhat of a roasted chickpea. And yeah, that'll take you to the next step. How's it looking on your side?
I'm going to make some noise. I'm going to make some noise. Look at that. And I have our blitzed feta.
Nice. So similar. This is actually not a hard recipe at all.
No, not
Especially when you look at all these steps and you look at the ingredients and the end product, you're like, wow, how are we going to put this all together? But it is so simple. I'm already pretty much done on my chickpeas over here. So
while you're there, I'm going to start off by the serving. Now, you can really just do a little bit of a dollop and a spread, you know, like they do on all the cooking shows.
So it's like almost like layers. So step 1, layering with the hummus.
Oh, and hummus is incredible. I mean, you can be bougie and go ahead and do your own hummus.
You can, but that's a lot of effort.
It is a lot of effort, especially if it's unwanted, or not unwanted, unexpected guests.
Unexpected guests that often in these seasonal times, especially with summer around, phone you last minute. Hey, what you up to?
It happens.
Just chilling. Okay, I'm outside. Okay.
Well, don't worry.
Don't worry, Mzansi. Head over to expresso.com, find this recipe, and you won't have to stress any longer because it's that easy to make. I've just finished my chickpeas. As you can see, Zoe's just kind of styling the dish and putting all the beautiful layers on.
But you know what? You play around with these beautiful colors and you can't go wrong.
No, you definitely can't go wrong. And this is the part where you can kind of get creative, I'd imagine. Go rustic with your design and your styling when it comes to the food here.
Use your hands if it's clean.
And also, if there's something you don't like in this, then don't add it in. Use your own preferences and use your own layers if you like, and maybe even add some of your favorites that you don't see on this dish. I don't know what I would actually add to this because it really looks pretty complete. But
is looking beautiful.
I would go crazy and maybe just add like a little bit of aubergine into this. I think that would just complete it.
Purple colors. And of course, you're finishing up our roasted chickpeas.
Yes.
We've got some here that is done.
Okay, cool. So you don't even need mine. I'll just keep this for the crew then. I know
we'll keep that for later. Add some olives. Of course, you did season your chickpeas, right?
Yes, so I seasoned it, and again, it was quite important to note that I didn't put the chickpeas in first. I actually first seasoned the pan and the oil with paprika and some salt and pepper, and then thereafter put the chickpeas in. And I think the chickpeas have already, as I'm smelling, absorbed all that flavor, so you don't need to season it much after that. But you can, however, add this beautiful hero ingredient that you're about to do right now.
Which is our creamed feta. I'm actually going to use this spoon again, and you can simply just finish it off by adding little dollops like that.
Look at us in the kitchen doing things.
This is my kind of food. Like, this is me in 7th heaven.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
what is it? The
Give me
freshness, the
hummus.
healthiness? Is it the
I think I
variety?
should have been Greek somewhere. Like, I need more Mediterranean cuisine in my life, but this is incredible.
I can just picture you, Zoe, chowing on this down on a Greek island somewhere, got the bikini in the sun on, full tilt, and this is exactly the experience that you're going to get with it. What's that, by the way?
This is our sumac spice that we're just going to do a teeny tiny little drizzle over.
Sumac. You don't use this too often in the kitchen, but it definitely can go well with this recipe. Voila!
You
simple as
go,
that.
and you can just put that out. I mean, obviously, put some spoons out, some plates for your guests, maybe some crackers or some. I mean, if you really want to mix the cultures here, put some taco chips.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Some
Yes.
tortillas.
While we're at it, go crazy. And I think
Nachos.
that's the benefit of it, because I think with a dish like this, you're having conversation, you're sharing your memories, and everybody's getting involved, and it's this sort of like communal feel. And this is exactly what you want with all your meals. So, of course, like so we said, head over to expresso.com, as simple as two people coming together and taking 5 minutes to put a recipe together, and look at that magic.
There
that we've
we
created.
go. Our loaded hummus with some whipped feta. This recipe is available on our website, expressoshow.com.
Clover cheese is for those who love life, where everything falls into place and melts away our cares, adding joy and stretching our imagination. Clover cheese, perfectly crafted.
Made with love by Clover.